Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Felly Nexus Journey. If you found this channel, it's probably because you've been scrolling on YouTube and the algorithm brought you here, because I talk about starting a new channel on YouTube and what it's like, especially being over 40 or Gen X generation. So that's the topic that I generally talk about, or the age group that I talk about when it comes to this channel. And as you can see from the beginning, I'm trying to figure out which way to face and how to be comfortable in front of the camera still after 1 year of being on YouTube. And if you're curious as to what it's like to be on YouTube and some of the tips that I have for you if you're thinking about being on YouTube, please stick around and I'm going to share with you 7. I had to look down at my notes because yeah, even though I don't like scripting, I didn't script the last video, I'm still scripting, so here I am. And yes, it says 7 tips for you that I've learned along the way. Okay, so let's get right into it. If you're a small content creator, I'm going to share with you 7 tips that have helped me along the way. Maybe you had a channel and you didn't keep posting, or you have a channel that you're thinking about posting on, or maybe you have a channel now and you've only been on for a year or two, just like me, but you want to grow and you kind of don't have structure. I found a structure for me that works for me that might also work for you. So I want to share those tips with you. And if you're here just to hang out with the community, I do have some more of a journey vlog style at the end of this video, but I don't want to keep content creators waiting, but there is some other stuff at the end. And I don't know where I'm putting it, because I started rambling and talking about something else when I want to talk about my 7 tips first, because I don't want to keep you here long if you're a content creator. Here we go. All right. So what I used to do and what I still do is I record all my videos in one day, and then I split them up into 3 videos and edit them throughout the week whenever I have time. So my recommendation to you is to record a couple videos in one day setting. It's called batch filming, and I don't see anything wrong with that. You will, when you're scrolling on YouTube, you might find other content creators, maybe they have a bigger platform and they recommend not to batch record, but it just depends on how much time you have. If you can film on the day that you feel like filming, then do it. But if you work 9 to 5 like me, you want to batch film. So that's what I do. I spend about an hour or 2 getting ready and just filming all my videos at one time, and then I'll sit down and edit one of them, and I will put that video out on Monday or Tuesday, and then edit the other ones on Monday or Tuesday. So I just kind of overlap all of my work. Yeah, it's work. Anyway, so number 2, if you get writer's block, my tip is think of a topic that you want to talk about for next week, right? And then go for a walk. So when you go for a walk, then you will start getting ideas as you're walking, and you have that topic in your head. You're like, how to save money for the holidays on a tight budget. Well, let me go for a walk and get some ideas of how I can post that video giving advice about what I would do if I needed to save money for the holidays. So that's what I would recommend. My 3rd tip, 3 out of 7, is that if you're set up in front of the camera and you have a hard time feeling like you want to film, but you're all set up ready to go, and then you're like, I don't know if I want to film, you should have a slogan or a catchphrase that helps you actually push record. For me, I always say nobody cares, or I'll say I'm not giving up, because when you're all ready to push record and then start talking, you're not always going to be 100% feeling it. People that do come across that way, number 1, either they have a lot of experience in front of the camera. Number 2, they have another YouTube channel, or they've been on YouTube for a while. And then number 3, maybe they're naturally super bubbly and they come across that way. And number 4, maybe they've been already practicing for 30 minutes or an hour talking to the camera. And so when they actually start filming, it comes across as they're super in it. They're amped up and they're already 1000% in with in the mode of recording. So a lot of times, a lot of people will tell you to, when you're recording, to practice and talk for 10 minutes before you actually start posting your content, because then you get your brain and your recording mode on, and then your recording hat on. Another good tip that I have, number 4, is take B-roll. And so what you want to do is you want to record some behind the scenes. Maybe you're outdoors and you want to edit like a small 30-second video when you walk out your door. You can film yourself walking out the door, maybe down the steps to your car, or maybe sitting at your desk and getting everything set up, or maybe prepping a meal that you have, like cleaning behind the scenes and prepping and getting everything set up for the camera. So that footage is very helpful, so that you don't have to take stock footage from other websites. A lot of times those could get copyright, from what I've been hearing. So it's better to have your own B-roll. With B-roll, you add those snippets into your video. So I'll add one here. That's one of my B-rolls. Also, this is just a side tip. If you hold like a microphone like this or a mug, a lot of people, I'm trying to look for a mug, I don't have one. You know what a mug looks like. You hold it like even down here. Holding something helps you film as well if you're new to filming. Find one audio that you like and use it in the background of all of your videos. So that way it's called not attribution music, which means that it's copyright free on YouTube. So pick one song and just use that one all the time, so you don't have to think about. So the music you could kind of play it in the background. I'll play it at the end of this video. It's fun to have some sound in your video. Some people play sound over their whole video, because I don't know why they do that, but I guess YouTube recommends that. But it's kind of distracting for some people. I just play it towards the end when I'm giving my goodbyes at the end. But using one song all the time, so that you don't have to overthink what song you want to put in the clip. You just have the one. That's my tip, because you want to keep things simple, right? Okay, so tip number 6, don't overthink the editing. Just cut out the parts that you don't like. You'll hear, if you're new to YouTube, you'll see a lot of videos about editing, and it could be time consuming, yes. You do want it to be professional. You're going to get good at it over time, so just give yourself time to learn editing. Okay, and then tip number 7 is, drum roll. Just kidding. Okay, this is just in my opinion. Repeat content topics from previous videos as you get better. I don't see anything wrong with this. Reading my notes, that's why I keep going this way. Yes, so I do repeat some topics. If you are just a loyal subscriber of mine, hi, thank you so much, I appreciate you. You'll notice that I do kind of repeat topics like losing your job in AI, or being a new content creator, being on here for a year. Like, those are repeat topics, but they're not repetitive, because I always have like a new viewpoint of what it's like being on YouTube after a year. Because as you grow, because YouTube is a journey, and everyone on here is not like perfect, and it takes actually years for people to get good at this. If you listen to, there's this really the biggest YouTuber ever, Mr. Beast. He talks about like his first 100 videos were like, they were not good. And if you look at other YouTubers, big YouTubers 10 years ago, like their content was not good. It was just like they were doing this, right? Probably not as professional as it, like I can't be that. I can only be so professional because I'm not used to this. Like, I work 9 to 5 and I'm trying to get better at it. So if you're watching this video still, I'm glad you're still here, and I hope these tips help you out. And if you want to get on YouTube, just get on and try it. But for me, I am committed to it, and I'm going to be on here for a long time, because I personally want to look back 5 years from now and see how much I've grown. Even if I'm at only 500 subscribers or 1,000, I am going to be grateful for that community that I have. I really only need 100 people that subscribe to me that we can interact with to have like a strong like community base. So they're saying some of the experts are saying that, and I'm talking about social media, like YouTube experts are saying 100 loyal subscribers is actually a good amount of people. Like if they all support you, that is a really good number, 100. So keep that in mind as well. And thank you for watching. I appreciate you being here and watching my journey as I go through life here on YouTube. Okay, as I was saying before, I had to take a chocolate break. What are they called? Cherry cola. As I was saying before, the chocolate break, my experience here on YouTube has been very interesting. And I think that if you want to start a YouTube, that you should consider it, because there's many reasons why you would want to be on here, right? You would want to maybe build your community, talk about your business or your life experiences that you can share with others as a pastime or a hobby. This is more or less like a hobby or project for me. And I've been making videos for over a year now, and I have a lot of videos already, and I've gotten a lot of practice. So I feel like I'm experienced enough to talk about this subject after a year, even though I'm not growing. But yes, you can create a legacy on here on YouTube and talk about your day-to-day or your experiences in life or some of your passions, and any topic that you want to talk about, you can do it here on YouTube. And so that's why I'm here. I'm here building a community. So thank you for stopping by. I'm glad you're watching, and I'm glad you're here. I hope that you subscribe and that you stay along for a while, because we are a supportive community. We support other content creators. Because I am on YouTube actively, I do watch other channels, and I comment, and I meet people in the comments, and I support and encourage others. And I feel like that's kind of my passion when it comes to my life passion, is to support people. And when you're doing it digitally online, it just means to watch their videos, make comments, and tell them that you appreciate their content or that you like their content, or just meeting people online in general is still like meeting people in person. And I have another channel that I'm starting, so my hands are I have another channel. Just kidding. I have another channel that I'm starting. I won't be cheating on this channel. That's why I'm making this video on Sunday night, because I'm like, okay, this is a very short week. It's Thanksgiving. I have a lot of work to do for my 9 to 5. Very busy week, short week. But I do want to start my other channel, so I'm going to do a nice little pop-up video over there. I have 85 subscribers over there, and I'd say about 20 of them are friends that I know from another channel. That channel is Vegas Unlocked. I'll put it here. I've built a community with them, and they all know about that other channel, Miss Gen X, but they don't know about this one, because this content isn't for everyone. It's for entrepreneurs, content creators, 9 to 5 workers. If you're looking for ideas to make side income or anything job related, that's why I made this channel, is to help other people who may need advice in those topics. And also, even though I'm not an entrepreneur, I still want to support entrepreneurs. We want to share commerce. And that's why if you have a business, or you've had a business in the past and you ran across this video, I think this channel would be a good channel for you, because you can share your advice in the comments with people. All right, thank you for stopping by Felly Nex's Journey. I'm out. That's not a dance either. That's just like a whatever. Okay, talk to you later. Adios, Gen X. You are awesome and you are great. Talk to you later. Okay. Adios.